A good hello and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. This is episode 11. Last time we saved a lot of people from a burning building, found a bandit hideout underneath a tavern, and then went back to the goblin camp to finally kick some ass and take some names, as well as saving a little owlbear, which this episode we're going to head back to the owlbear cave and see if it's the same one as the mother that we went and spoke to previously. So we're going to first turn on speaking with animals. Obviously a good place to start. We're also going to turn on Tears Protection. And make sure our weapon is pact bound. There we go. So, from here, we are going to head back to that owlbear cave and make sure that it's, whether it's the same or different owlbear. And then from there, I'm not sure what we'll do. I can't remember what the plans were. It's been a couple of days since I played for various reasons. So we'll see where we go from there. Okay, here we are back in the owlbear nest, so we should be able to head in this direction. There's a lot of blood over there, which is probably not the best of signs. Remember, if we go too close, it'll attack us. No, it definitely is looking dead to me. Well, that's sad. Well, the goblins certainly...
She deserved better than that.
Head of a broken spear. Well, we can sell that. Let's check the goblins. Send to Karlak. Yeah, this sucks. Send to Karlak. Anything good on any of them? Send to Karlak. So far, no. Send to Karlak. There's a headless skeleton over here. Ooh, hello. Undead creatures that hit the wearer receive 1d6 radiant damage. Beasts that hit the wearer deal additional damage. We'll send that to Karlak, but I think we're going to sell it. Because that is not the greatest.
Always room for more.
There's an owlbear egg, apparently.
An owlbear egg. These are supposed to be worth a fortune.
Are they? Where would it go? Would it go into camp supply pack? Oh, yep, that's worth a fortune. Okay, we'll take that. And then we'll come up this way, I think. Yeah, that looks like a backpack. Camp supplies, healing kit. There's a thing to climb here, it looks like. Does this go anywhere? If we jump over here? Yep. Leap. There you go. What is up here? Anything? Maybe? No. Doesn't really look like it. Okay, we're sticking with this party for the time being. I do want to change back eventually, but I really want to get their approval up a bit more. At some point, I think we're just going to bite the bullet and progress the main quest again. Because at the moment, it's travel to Moonrise Towers, rescue Druid Halson. Doesn't look like it's part of the main quest. So maybe that whole thing won't progress the story, but I also don't want to miss out on something by pressing forward to the camp at night and losing access to something in the area, which is why I've not gone and done that yet. You want to come this way? Thank you. Oh, an eviscerated goblin. A rock. Yeah, we don't need a rock. So maybe...
Seems simple enough.
Maybe we just do it. Maybe we just progress that whole plot line. I don't know. I'm thinking not, but let's see. We can. Do I want to change my party over? I've run with these ones for a while. I do want to get your approval up, but I'm not entirely sure how to do that. if we look at K, P, O, one of these, there we go, P. Outlander, you grew up in the wilds learning to survive from the comforts of civilization. Surviving unusual hazards of the wild will always enhance your prowess and understanding. So, unusual hazards. You've got a lot of inspirational events. Bending the truth and turning allies against each other. Okay. Gee, you've got a lot there. Okay. Serving the gods and discovering sacred works. And I'm the folk hero. Your smarts and bravery. I don't know if we're going to encounter any of that, so maybe we'll head back to camp and we'll swap out our party for something a little different. I'll keep Asterion, I think, because the rogue has proven really quite handy. As for the other two, though...
Alright, what now?
I don't know. How about we... I want to get Shadowheart's approval back up, because that fell recently. So how about we... I'm just going to... How is everyone's approval? You are neutral. Asterion is neutral. Karlak is neutral, but on the lower end of it.
Still breathing, despite everything.
We really have a lot of approval to gain with all three of these, but... Look, if we're going to go talk to the villagers, the tiefling villagers, who would benefit from that the most? Probably not Asterion. I think Karlak, Gale, Shadowheart, and Will benefit from that the most. So how about we go and change our party for some of them? I will... Yeah, I want to change my party a little bit more frequently than we've been doing, so let's do that. Okay, so Karlak, you're staying. Asterion, you're leaving for now.
Need something?
I think you should stay here a while.
It sounds...
Okay, Lae'zel,
At the ready.
you're staying here as well.
Yes, kin.
Wait,
Shook.
here.
As you...
Okay, and then... I think we want Shadowheart. I think we want Shadowheart because we've had her through a lot of this. Oh, and you've got your helmet on again. Join me.
Alright, some company wouldn't hurt on the...
Yeah, you really don't like me anymore much. Oh, your thing is gone again. That's fine.
Never a dull moment. On my
Let's come over here, and then we have to decide between Gale and Will. Maybe Will? He spent a lot of time with them.
way. Just what I need.
Let's go Will.
Well met.
You're coming
That's
with
the
me?
Spirit.
And you're turning your helmet off too? Okay. Right. Now we can go leave camp and we can fast travel over to the Emerald Grove, and we're going to press this forward, I think.
Shadowheart, how blessed I am to be so near.
I heard you with Lae'zel. Don't think I'll play second fiddle to the likes of her. Go try your charms on someone who's out of earshot.
Okay. Yeah, I think... I mean, there's still, like, a whole bunch over here we can explore. We know that this goes south a bit. We know that this goes south as well. We know that there's something up this way. So there's a bunch to explore. How about... You know what? Before we go here and try and get this progressing, let's go up and we'll fill in this bit of the map here. because I don't know how much there is there, but I want to find out. So we're going to do that real quick. Okay, here we are. So this is the part that I've not explored before. Well, we got lessons for sensible living, cities, and how to survive. The first page summarizes the contents. The remaining pages clumsily elaborate on them in great detail. On not going to cities. The simplest piece of advice for sensible folk is to avoid cities entirely. On marketplaces, people often tell me, Harrington, my fleeces and turnips are worth more in the city market than in a local village fair. Fools to them, I say. Your fleeces and turnips will be robbed long before you reach the market square, and you will have only a few lumps and bruises to take home. On taverns, all sensible folk enjoy draining a mug of locally produced ale in the company of their friends, but some of you may have heard tell of the extravagant taverns that populate the cities of the Sword Coast, for bawdy names like the Blushing Mermaid and the Wizard's Stave were not sufficient warning of their impropriety. Let it be known that you will be robbed long before you finish your first tankard, and will have only a few lumps and bruises for company. On sewerage, belike you keep a pot by your bedside and cast out the leavings into a communal pit of mourn, sensible and cleanly behaviour. Many cities dispensed with such methods of hygienic living, and instead the waste of the inhabitants commingles and flows through great canals beneath the very streets, a breeding ground for mucky creatures. On becoming lost, cities are far too large, and you will become lost almost immediately. A fellow once told me that Baldur's Gate is actually 3 cities in one, an outer, an inner, and an upper. I believe he thought I'd be impressed, but I simply spat in his eye and sent him on his way. Harrington Neitherlin. We do have some other books we need to get through, because we're building up quite a repertoire here. So let's go with A is for Azeroth 2 and 3. Oh, and then we've got 7. Any other A is for Azeroth? No. Oh, we got 9 and 7. Let's go through the A is for Azeroth range real quick, I think. Azeroth, the god of wizards, who spend their whole lives learning. He grants their spells both big and small, for Mystra always yearning. Bane, the tyrant, the Black Hand, makes sure the strong do rule. He spreads his darkness through the land, praised by harsh and cruel. Bathsheba will bring forth your doom unless you chant her prayer. Spit from Timora in her womb, she brings bad luck to spare. As for Azeroth 3, you should not ever pray to Bald, the savage lord of murder. His worshippers are killed, and who spreads his darkness further. Chantia, our mother great, hers is the hearth and home. Our harvests on her blessings will wait, thus we reap what we've sown. Cyric, the prince of strife, god of deceit and madness, watch for dark sun and his lies, who'll rob you your bonds of gladness. Okay, this is 9. It doesn't really matter the order, does it? Lyra, lady of deception, the goddess who wears many masks, invoke her name, avoid perception. She hides your lies and secret tasks. For joy to Lyra, you must call and worship through soulful dance. Soulfelt dance? So find her presence in feast halls. Do not give idleness a chance. Lovata's pleasure is your pain, your scars an offering. Scourge or candle, whip or cane, can your devotion bring? And then 9. Milil is the lord of song. Pray to him for inspiration. Hear his call and sing along. Let his art be your salvation. Merkel is the lord of death, of hopelessness and endings, things and ending things. He'll come for you all at their last breath. Lords and peasants, crooks and kings. Mystra, god of all mages, she provides and tends the weave, revered by many through the ages. All magic we from her receive. Right. So, A is for Azeroth. There we go. They can all go back to camp, lowering our weight a bit. We also have a metal shield. Hello, that can go to Shadowheart. Hide armor. We currently have hide armor 15. This can go to Shadowheart and we'll compare it. We have the Apprentice's Journal. 3 Uktar. 1371 DR. Let it be known that I left my homeland because I was bound to my master, and not because I chose to. I think we read this. Were it not for the oath I swore, I would still be home, serving the Zulkirs and not tending to hogpox in this crude hamlet. However, an oath is an oath, and I will serve him, as is my duty, until I am released. The early journal entries are written in delicate, intricate script that gets rougher and wider the more pages you turn. It ends with one hastily scrawled entry. They did it. The Dark Justiciars got the old bastard before the Zulks could. Now he's bleeding out, and once he's gone, I'll be free of this oath. I can go back. I'll return to the tome of necromancy he stole. They'll forgive me then. They'll know I'm loyal. The key gem's secure in the tunnels. Once I have it, it'll slip into the cellar. I'll slip into the cellar and take what I can carry. Then, home. Okay. To the camp. Fables of Faerun 5. The Boy and the Beholder. We read The Boy and the Beholder, so that can go to camp. Fringe Prophecy 5. The publisher's note claims this volume provokes magical theory too radical for the mainstream. This excerpt is attributed to the High Artificer Thera Bryn of Baldur's Gate. I hope they seek to silence me, I suppose they seek to silence me, believing that an artificer of the High House would not stoop to publish in any volume outside of the great Gondarian journals they so diligently guard, but they forget that I am not so grand. Before I lent my name and my knowledge to the High House of Wonders and Marvel and all the marvels therein, I was naught but a lazy farm girl who liked to look up. And that was how I first saw them, the slow, serene earth motes, entire mountains migrating through the sky above. It was later that I learned of their origins, of the ancient Netherese empire that fashioned them, of the residual magic so potent it sustained them still. The wizards of Netheril carved marvels out of the mundane, lifted the earth aloft for industry, for sport. It was later still that I earned my place at the High House, that I learned of the long shadow Netheril cast along the evolution of our craft. That the great flying cities fell in folly and flames does not diminish the wonders they wrought, and this stubborn aversion to studying them, to learning what they learned, it is the very antithesis of Gond's teachings. Yes, many of the catastrophes inflicted upon the centuries were fruit born of the meddling with Netherese seed. Yes, their last shining bastion fell into shadow, their lore twisted to Shah's dark and destructive designs. And yes, I say again, whether the High House will sanction it or no, to study the very flame of creation is worth it, even should the fires consume us. Interesting. Send to... We just got a achievement for reading 100 different books. Okay, a weave, magic in the weave, an introduction. Few try to understand the weave, a true pity, for only they who are truly attuned to the weave can rightfully call themselves spellcasters. Thus comes the question, What is the weave? It is an essential element of the universe. It runs through everything in unseen threads. It is what makes magic possible. It is also, though I will not go into further detail here, the goddess Mystra herself. See Magic and the Weave, Mystra and the Spell Plague. The weave isn't magic precisely, rather it is the raw material from which magic is woven, not entirely unlike how a collection of threads is shaped and formed into a garment. Those with the necessary talent and skill can manipulate the weave and perform magic by casting spells. Developing this skill takes years of learning and constant practice. You might have heard of those who can cast spells because they are born with an innate connection to the weave, commonly called sorcerers, or worse, because they struck a bargain with an otherworldly creature, known also as warlocks. Do not be deceived. Their magic is unpredictable, uncontrolled, and in some cases, not even rightfully theirs. No, to truly know and manipulate the weave is an art, but those wizards who master it will know the limitless power and beauty the weave provides. I think I've read that before. So what I'm going to do, not right now, I'm going to leave the last 4 books alone for the time being. But what I'm going to do in the future, I believe the best thing to do would be to create like a spreadsheet or a Word document or something with a list of the books I've read, so that I don't end up repeating ones I've already read. So that if I go around and I collect a bunch of books somewhere, I can then search and go, have I read these ones? And if I have, then we can leave them alone. But we're going to leave that for now. We're going to explore this area. We got some burlap
What's
sacks.
inside?
Nothing in that one. What about this one? Nope. Okay, and the wooden crate. Oh, we got some food. Okay, wonderful. Oh, there's a crate here. Thieves' tools. And some hammers.
Cursed
Signpost.
on everything. Welcome to Joaquin's Rest. West, Baldur's Gate. East, Elturel.
Okay. So, this is the town that's on fire, but we have this little area up here. Why can we climb up here? I don't know. Maybe we can jump onto the roof from here? Or something? That's the only purpose I can see to being up here. Too high. It's not too high for Karlak though. Karlak can jump really high. Is there any point to being on the roof? I don't think so. I guess you can drop down inside there. No. It's not that important to be on the roof. Let's leave the roof.
Let's move.
Okay.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
So that's that. Let's look over here. There's a whole area down there with a bridge and things. Autumn Cross, we'll grab that. Wisdom
The Dragon
successful.
Rider. My kin are near.
I tangled with a dragon once. Never forgot.
Dragon Rider?
Stay low. It might not see us.
Oh, I see a shadow of a
It would be
dragon
too
over
much
there.
to hope that's nothing to do with us, wouldn't it?
Well, if that's what we're at, I really should bring Lae'zel to this one. Okay, I'm going to go get Lae'zel. Who do I leave behind? I think we leave Will behind, right?
My mind.
That seems the most logical.
Well met.
I'd like you to
Are you
stay
sure?
here for now.
And just
Right, Lae'zel, if we're dealing with the crash, I need you.
Yes, kin. Speak.
I'd like you
It
to
is
join me.
done.
Okay. Leave camp. Okay, let's save it here. We've got the creche nearby by the sound of it. There's a heavy chest. We have some arrows, which we will send to Karlak. Who are you?
Harassed! Another one! Keep back, Flatface! I know how to handle myself.
Wow. Really? I have no interest in harming you unless you force my hand.
Aren't you with that other lot, down at the bridge? The ones with the dragon?
They may be my kin. I will investigate.
Then we've a problem. I can't have you running off to tell your friends about me. That lot are too much for me to take on. But I reckon I can handle you, Ragresham.
Well, you didn't have to attack me. Missile snaring. That was such a good pickup. Oh. I'm ensnared, am I? Right.
Drop your weapons!
I'll feed your innards to the ants before I do that, Istik.
This is your last chance!
No, look up. That was your last chance, Istik. Now burn!
That's a bit... extreme. I'm in the middle of combat. I can't really deal with this right now.
Stop wasting time, Beretta. You're not here to play with the locals.
Of course, Kithrak. We merely sought to...
No excuses. Question, kill, then move on. Find the weapon. Our queen watches us. Fail her at your peril.
Interesting.
Rag. That's it. I'm getting out of here.
Hello? Screen. Just black at the moment. Hello?
What's the story?
We can switch characters. This is weird. Oh, there we go.
Not as bad as
I guess the other person ran. Okay. Well, we can go speak with them. Having Shadowheart here seems like a good idea. The mountain pass. Did I accidentally place that? No. Nice. Okay, well, the tiefling ran. That's fine with me. There's a cave. No, is that a cave? I don't know. Before we go that way, we're going to come this way. Because it looks like we can jump across this gap, and I want to see what's over there. Come on. To the edge. Can I not jump that? Target is too far. Really? Right.
I'd love to,
Karlak,
thanks.
this is up to you then. Thank you. Go and investigate. What is up this way?
That's curious.
Something we can... Oh, it's a burrow hole. Okay.
Maybe if
I don't
was a
have anyone
quarter
who
of the
can
size.
become rodents. Okay, and this is a collapsed passage.
That might be worth
Oh,
a look.
but that is something that can be dug up. And inside is some useful stuff. There we go. Now you can go back the other way and jump back across again. That was worthwhile. And that fills in a good chunk of the map here. And then you can jump across there.
Is that blood?
Okay, Angarl,
Never mind.
let's go.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
You don't have as much health as any of the others, but that's fine. Yule. Flaming Fist Mercenaries.
Ryder, my time is short. Lead me to...
Shh, shh, shh. Such a familiar tone. Were I not merciful, I would slice the skin clean from your meat. Yet you are not bleeding. For I am nothing if not merciful. Your name, child.
Githyanki. I will be speaking on my kin's behalf, Kithrak. I will be speaking on her behalf, Gith. I think Kithrak.
Imbecile! Stay back!
Now. Vlaakith esteems all her children. What say you, Githyanki? You are unknown to me, kin. Are you straight from the creche, wandering unbidden? And in the company of local vermin? Explain yourself, Vinisk!
Githyanki performance. In the Gith tongue, explain that they are local guides to be killed once they cease to be useful. Interesting. They are my comrades. I will not stoop to explain my choice of company. I'm kinda leaning towards this one, but performance is interesting. They're to be killed once they cease to be useful. I think Lae'zel will like that. I don't think anyone else will understand it, but they still might have approval. The approval has been disappearing too quickly for me to see who has approved and disapproved recently. Which is really awkward. They are my comrades. I will not stoop to explain my choice of company. I'm leaning towards this because they're my kin. Let's see. Guidance. And friends because it's important. There we go.
Cunning. You will do well, Vinisk. You will return to the creche and fetch reinforcements. But first, a question. We hunt a weapon taken from the Geik slave ship. Have you seen such an item?
You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon that Voss seeks is the same one the Absolute's followers are hunting.
Yeah.
It's the artifact that she carries. Her mind focuses. The Gith's suspicion cannot be aroused. They cannot discover that the weapon they seek is right within their grasp.
Yeah, of course not. I need to know more. What is its appearance, its purpose?
It is polyhedric in shape, inscribed with the sacred runes of our people. It is our queen's, and she shall have it back. Clearly, you know nothing of this, Vinisk. No matter, it will be found. Make for the creche. And if you come across any survivors of the Geik vessel, kill them and search them thoroughly. Forever, keep hunting and do better. To Danos, we fly!
Lae'zel and Shadowheart both approved of that. Fascinating. We gained a ton of experience from it.
I required your silence, and you made me a mockery. A Kithrak demanded my head. I should have given him yours. Bah, this is a distraction. The Kithrak deserves the whole of my scorn. How dare he speak our queen's name? How dare he dishonor her children?
The Kithrak was following Vlaakith's orders. Githyanki persuasion. Calm yourself. Save your anger for our queen's enemies. I think he is a heretic. Ooh, all three of these are good. Let's go persuasion. Because I'm very much inclined... Again, Well, we should do alright, but we might as well use friends. There's no harm in it. Unless we get a critical fail, but critical success will do.
Yes, judicious counsel, and vexing given the source. I am a child of Gith. I will abide by protocol and seek the Kresh Gustil, as Vlaakith has taught. And then I will skewer the heretic with his own silver sword.
The Kresh is near, this much we know. We follow the path forward and into the valley. No one, not even the ignoble Jastil Kithrak, will keep me from my purification.
Okay. And we've leveled up. Wonderful. Okay. So, let's get to that. Let's go level up. Now, judging from everything else we've seen, at level 4 you get a feat. Now, if that's the case, I want to grab the feat for the Warlock here. And then we're not going to touch Warlock again. That is sort of the way I'm thinking, is that I really want to start down the Sorcerer path. I would like to do it now, but then we don't get the feat immediately. So I'm thinking we do one more Warlock. We replace some spells. We work all of this out that we need to. Actually, what spells would we replace here? We don't really use Chromatic Orb. What could we replace it with? Magic Missile, some other really useful things. Okay. Or we can come here and I do want to change some things out. Actually, those 4 are great. I don't want to change any of them out. Yeah, no, I'm happy with all of those. This is to see targets that are invisible, right? Shatter is fantastic. We don't use this often, but it's still great. Unless there's something that is just purely significantly better. Enthrall. Reduce it and make it look at you. No, invisibility would be useful, actually. But not useful enough to replace Armor of Aegis, which lasts until long rest. So I should actually activate that on myself some point soon. So yeah, we could go Warlock. We could come over here and we could do a bit more into Sorcerer. But class passives, and we'd get a passive, which is nice. But we're gonna finish Warlock. We're gonna do our last level of Warlock and then dive head first full Sorcerer. I think that's the way I'm gonna play it. So we're going to pick up something from here. We could go Invisibility. We could go Mirror Image. Enthrall. No, I don't want Enthrall. Darkness. Create a shroud that heavily obscures and blinds creatures within. Creatures cannot make ranged attacks into or out of it. Mirror Image. If this is our last Warlock one, we need to pick well. Ray of Enfeeblement. Misty Step. Invisibility could be useful. Touch a creature to turn it invisible. Oh, we can do it to allies. Attacks against it have disadvantage. Invisibility breaks when your stealth checks fail on attacking, casting, or interacting with items. Invisibility would be good. We're never going to be able to replace another spell, though. Therein lies the big issue. So we have to pick very carefully. And I think Instill madness in humanoid enemies, making them attack the creature closest to them other than you, even if it's allied. I think... Hex, make targets deal... Make your attacks deal 1 to 6 necrotic damage. And give it a disadvantage and an ability of your choosing. Hex could be good. Cloud of Daggers could be good. Damaging anyone inside it. That's an AoE by the sound of it. And we could always use more AoEs. We've currently got... Like if we look at replace spell, we currently have Shatter. Is 3 to 24. Cloud of Daggers is 4 to 16. Yeah, let's go for something else that's humanoids can be charmed, frightened, or become enraged. Can't be. Mirror image. Create 3 illusionary duplicates. Misty Step. Phantasmal Force. I'm thinking Cloud of Daggers. Go for more damaging things. Or Hex, because it couples well with me getting up there in melee range. But it's a level 1 spell. It's a bonus action. This is an action. I guess as a bonus action, what are my current ones? Let's see that. That's an action, that's an action, that's an action, that's a retaliation. Maybe I should take a bonus action. Let's see what we can get from here. Cloud of Daggers we can probably get as a sorcerer, right? Yeah. So if we can get Cloud of Daggers as a sorcerer, what we should do here is grab Hex, because we can't get that as a sorcerer, right? I don't think we can, at least. Let's go check. Hex is not in the list. So we should focus on abilities we can't get on the other path. In which case, maybe we should look at replacing a spell. Shatter. I might... You know what? We can always respec if we have to. But Hex seems like the best idea here. Or 2 to 12 necrotic damage. Prevents targets from using reactions. No, this is 1 to 6, and then you deal additional damage. If the target dies before the spell ends, you can have Hex on a new creature without expending a spell slot. Yeah, I think dealing the damage, getting up there, going in with the big sword, I think that's the best way to do it. Now, in terms of this, I'm thinking we go ability improvement. We bump 2 points into charisma, taking it all the way up to 19. And then next time we can grab like actor or one of the other ones that bumps the charisma up. There was actor and there was something else. What was it? Down here somewhere, I think. There it is. Performer. Musical instrument proficiency and your charisma increases by 1. So, I don't know if you can take the same feat multiple times, but we'll take ability improvement right now, bump up our charisma to 19, because it also affects... did we get a cantrip? I guess so? Misty Step. Does that come from this? No, we just have Misty Step. Okay. Anyway, yeah, we'll grab that. We'll put them both into here, because Charisma affects our weapon damage as well. And then... yeah, we should be good. Because we don't need the Intelligence, because we got our special little tiara that bumps that up to 17. Strength is useless to us. Dexterity helps with dodging and things. Constitution could be useful, but I think Charisma's the best one for us. There we go. Right, then Karlak is next. Barbarian level 5, health increased, and you pick up extra... Oh, you got a race thing. Did we get a race thing just then? Legacy of Avernus Branding Smite. Did I just get a race thing as well? Extra attack, fast movement. Okay. I will have to double check that. I think I might have, in which case I should have probably looked at it. Level 5 Cleric. You get Destroy Undead. When you successfully turn an undead creature, it also takes 4 to 24 radiant damage. Bestow Curse. Bestow Trickery. No, hang on. Where did I... Bestow Curse. You already know this spell. Prepare spells. Okay, so your prepared spells are Aid, Cure Wounds, Speak with Undead. Do you really need that? I mean, I can do that. What would... The higher level of it does what? Skeletons and creatures killed with... no longer have a mouth and therefore cannot... Does not work with undead. Well, we don't need that for you. Heal up to 6 allies. That could be useful. Spiritual Weapon has certainly come in useful multiple times. Heal all allies you can see. Action, 9 meters. 5 healing. Heal your allies and extend their hit points. Why am I using that and not this? Lesser Restoration cures a creature of disease, poison, things like that. Animate Dead, create an undead servant from a corpse. Bane, Command, inflict wounds. Feign Death, put an ally in a protective coma, they become resistant to all damage except psychic. Disease and poison have no effect. Revivify. Revive a companion, they return to life with 1 hit point. Yes, if you can do that without me using up scrolls, absolutely. Shield of Faith. Beacon of Hope. Your allies will regain the maximum hit points possible when healed. They also gain advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws. That is great. I don't need... Look, having a bonus action heal is very useful. Cure wounds, heal a creature you can touch. Let's get rid of that one. Let's throw on... Beacon of Hope, right? Or remove curse. Protection from energy. Resistances. Spirit Guardian calls forth spirits to protect you. Nearby enemies take 3 to 24 radiant damage or 3 to 24 necrotic damage per turn. Their movement speed is halved. Holy crap. That might be better than Spiritual Weapon. Yeah. Shield of Faith, Warding Bond. Ward an ally, they become resistant to all damage and receive a bonus to their armor class and saving throws. Look, I'm taking that, and I'm taking Beacon of Hope. Okay, so you have 3 3 level 3 spells, 2 level 2 spells, and 3 level 1 spells. I think that's probably a good bet for you. There you go. But you can revivify now? That is great. I just need to bring you along with me. Now, you can probably only do it once per long rest, but that's still fantastic. Extra attack. Can make an additional free attack after making an unarmed or weapon attack. Yeah, I did have a race one. That's where Misty Step came from. Cool. That is really handy. Allows you to teleport to an unoccupied space you can see. Very useful. Right, you're done.
Still alive.
Nice.
So that's progress.
Yule is empty. Flaming Fist Mercenary. Scale Armor. That can go to Karlak. That can go to Karlak. What have you got? Same thing, pretty much. And you? Oh, you've got even more things. To Karlak, to Karlak. Oh, Karlak is encumbered now. Okay. We'll have to look into that. That means we should probably go sell some shit, because
I could go for a good
look
meal.
at all of it that you're carrying. Yeah. Okay, let's arrange by type, because it'll make things easier. That can go to me. And then, yeah, I am going to... There's no way to fast travel back here, though. So maybe what I do instead is I take all the bows, which are completely useless, and we give them to Shadowheart, and then arrange by type again. And then from here on, we give to Shadowheart, not to Karlak.
Looking ahead.
Yeah, that should be fine doing that. Okay, there's a pouch over here. Amethyst and a pearl. Nice bit of cash from them we can get.
Best be on my way.
This bridge is destroyed. We saw the dragon do that. There's the other side up here we didn't explore much. Oh, we can probably just go up this way to get there, though, rather than trying to go up the other way. Looks like there's a chest over here. We'll take that. And holy water. Nice. Don't need the grease bottle. Okay, anything else over here? Balsam's always helpful. There's some crates over this end. Nothing in it though. And the storage chest. Okay, good. Let's climb down here. Then we have reached the Githyanki Creche, as well as travel to the mountain pass. Kithrak Voss. Can I see... I can see your approval. Your approval is fair. Yours is neutral. Okay. So, yeah, actually, do you have anything to say about all that, Lae'zel?
Speak quickly.
You do not. Okay. Shadowheart, do you have anything to
It
say
seems
about
your
it?
fellow Githyanki are keen to reclaim the artifact I carry. I can't afford to let that happen. In fact, none of us can. That thing is shielding
I
us
agree.
somehow. I don't want to know what happens if we lose it.
I agree. Githyanki, you have the audacity to flaunt how you stole from my people. Perhaps I should surrender this artifact. I don't think so. Let's not find out. We have enough to contend with already. There must be more to the artifact. You were sent to take it. You must... No, she doesn't. The artifact is shielding us, but ultimately You wish to give it away. Something has to give. I think this one.
A problem for another time. Hopefully, we'll no longer be in need of protection by the time my mission draws to an end.
Want to talk about all
Fine.
that's happened?
What's on your mind?
How am I holding up?
I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And if I have, I can't remember them.
Okay.
After all, what I shared with you about my past, about being saved from the wolf.
The eyes
that
are
is not
done
something
really
I would
well in
normally
this
even
game.
Dream of sharing.
Okay. Well, your opinion of me improved a little bit with that last conversation, I think. Pouch empty. No, oh, we're coming back the way we came from. Hang on, this way. Mountain Pass. Okay, so that'll change map. We don't want to do that yet. There's still... Yeah, there's still down south here. Little tiny area over this way. They're still down south this way. I think we send Lae'zel away
Yes,
for
King.
now, and we go grab
Speak.
Will back, and we go progress the...
Chook, you believe you can survive without me? As you say.
Okay. Yeah, let's go grab Will back. We'll watch her walk away, because I didn't realise that you could physically say that when you did it from here. It's fascinating.
Always at
Okay.
your side.
We'll go grab Will. We'll head back to the Emerald
The
Grove.
Gift Knight is as merciless as the dragon he rides. That we still have our heads is nothing short of a miracle.
I'd like
That's
you to join
the
me.
spirit.
So people have things to say about this then. I didn't know I could climb that rock.
I didn't expect to meet your kin patrolling these wilds so openly. Whatever they're seeking, they clearly feel no need to hide their efforts or their urgency.
Okay. Well, if you have something to say, Asterion and Karlach might too.
If your people are looking for that artifact, then we may have something valuable on our hands. And it's a powerful weapon to boot. Things are starting to look very interesting.
Interesting. Okay, Karlach.
That contraption's a hot ticket item. Might not be our last scrap for its sake.
Okay. Well, Will, you have a level. So you'll be a level 5 warlock, so we'll get to see what we would pick up if we were to do that, but I don't think we will do that. Oh, hello, what's that? Deepened Pack. Pleased with your service, your otherworldly patron has added a new boon to the terms of the pact. Blade Pack holders gain an extra attack with their pack weapon. The Pact of the Chain familiar also gains an extra attack. Pact of the Tome warlocks can cast Animate Dead, Haste, and Call Lightning. What did I give you? Chain, I think. Okay. You now also have access to level 3 spells. Well, that's tempting then, but no. I really want to focus on Sorcerer. We have you if we want a Warlock. Hunger of Hadar. Cold and Acid. Creatures within the this black sphere are blinded, and take damage until the end of their turn and the start of their next turn. Grant flight, bestow fly upon yourself or an ally. Interesting. For 10 turns. Fireball. Shoot a bright flame from your fingers that explodes upon contact. torching everything in its vicinity. Fear, counterspell, nullify another creature's spell as a reaction. The spell must be 3rd level or lower. If it is higher, you must succeed a check to nullify it. Huh. Interesting. Let's go with Fireball. Remove curse. Yeah. Transform yourself or an ally into a gas cloud. Can't fail. Fits through small openings. Ooh. The cloud has advantage on constitution. So we could then interact with all the little tiny holes that we see there. Well, that gives us some exploration ability, so I might take that. Vampiric Touch. Touch an enemy to siphon their life force and regain as many hit points. For 10 turns, you can use Vampiric Touch without expending. For 10 turns, you can keep using it. Vampiric Touch is great. Oh, there's so many good ones here, isn't there? Eldritch Invocations. In your study of occult lore, you have unearthed Eldritch Invocations. Oh, right, okay. Fragments of forbidden knowledge that imbue you with abiding magical powers. You can slow with a warlock spell slot. You can cast slow. You can cast Bestow Curse. Eldritch Blast adds your charisma modifier to the damage it deals. Armor of Shadows, Beast Speech, Beguiling Influence, a Fiendish Vigor, Mask of Many Faces. You can cast Disguise Self at will without expending a spell slot. One with Shadows. You learned how to cast One with Shadows. Vanish into the darkness and become invisible as long as you stand still. Well, not the greatest. Once per long rest, you can cast Bane using a Warlock spell slot. I think we're going Agonizing Blast, because that's great. Replace spell. I don't think you need Misty Step, if I'm honest. It's not really that helpful in comparison to something like, say, Counterspell or Gaseous Form, which is the one I think we're going to pick up instead. Okay, so then if we look at Will, you can still only cast 2 Warlock spells. Yeah, okay. So even though you've got this expanded spell list, it's really not all that helpful. Call Lightning. Level 3 Conjuration spell. Animate Dead. So we've got someone who can do that. Zombie Skeleton. Gaseous Form. Haste. Yeah, because it's going to take a spell slot to do. Haste is a transmutation spell. Target yourself, become hastened, gain an extra action. So, transmutation spell? That looks like it's... Hang on. Yeah, that doesn't use a spell slot. Haste is good.
Some pep for your step.
For 10 turns, that is great. Vampiric Touch, Guidance. Which ones don't take spell slots? Maybe we should have looked into that. The ones that don't K. Maybe we should have looked at seeing what would and wouldn't take a spell slot. Animate Dead doesn't seem to. Interesting. I didn't think of that as an option. Call Lightning doesn't use a spell slot? Holy crap. Call lightning strikes all targets within range, then for 10 turns you can call down lightning again without using a spell slot. It doesn't use a spell slot to begin with. Cast light, Thorn Whip, Blade Ward. There's a lot you can do without
worth a try.
Spell slots being used up. There you go. Blade Ward. That only lasts 2 turns. This lasts until long rest. Poison Spray doesn't use a spell slot. Oh, because it's a cantrip. Healing Word doesn't, but it, wears off on long rest. Haste is until long rest. Okay, I missed that bit. Well, then that's actually worse than a spell slot. And so is Call Lightning. Okay, I missed that element. Illusion can be done without a spell slot or long rest. Okay. Because it's a cantrip. Vicious Mockery is a cantrip. Healing Word. Okay. Searing Blood. You cut into an enemy, dealing 6 to 13 piercing damage and additional 1 to 6 fire damage to them, while you yourself take 1 to 6 slashing damage. Hail of Thorns. No ranged weapon equipped. I need to give you a ranged weapon, my friend.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Let's see. Oh, right. I need to check this. It's not as good as what you got. Gain 1 bonus to initiative rolls. I think your current one's better, but I would like to see what this looks like. Yeah. Current one's better. We'll store that in the camp then. This can be sold. Do you have any other bows here, my friend? No. Crossbow? We'll send a crossbow to Will. And we'll send a bow to Will. And we'll see which one he can use.
Where am I needed?
Either one. 2 to 9, 2 to 7. I'll give you that one then. Because then you can use this Hail of Thorns. Nice. Okay, well, and I've got Misty Step, which will last until long rest. I've got Yankee Psionics Jump until long rest. That's a bonus action. Nice. I am loving playing a Githyanki. The things I get out of this is fantastic. So let's see what you've got. You've got Spirit Guardians, which we've just picked up. Bestow Curse. Fear. Produce Light until long rest. That doesn't have... Oh. There we go. So you can have that turned on. And then we also have Karlak, who didn't really get much new. You got this, though. So you can deal rain... You've got Smite as a bonus action until long rest. Which is Radiant or Slashing. That's great. Okay. So, me...
No one stopped me yet.
Let's... Where are we going? Oh, we're going back to speak with the people in the Emerald Grove. And finally progressing this quest a bit further. I am loving this. Anyway, I also need to sell a bunch of shit. So we're going to go in the back way again. And we're going to go see if we can go sell some shit. So I normally don't include a lot of the buying and selling portion of me doing this stuff. But right here, I wanted to show this. I tried to buy some scrolls. And as you'll see, you know, I'm grabbing some dye, some health potions at the same time. And then I just make the purchase. And I think, oh, for some reason it didn't combine the old scrolls with the new scrolls. I'll do that. Cool. Sorted. Let's close out of that. And the reason I'm including this is right here. I didn't notice this until sometime in the next episode, but all of those scrolls gone. All 8 scrolls I had, gone. The moment I exited that shop. They're just not there in the inventory anymore. So I'm showing you this now so that in the next episode when I start complaining about disappearing scrolls, you know why and when it happened. Because I sure didn't. I've bought and sold a whole bunch of stuff. I've changed Karlach over here to wear Shadowheart's old armor and gave Shadowheart my old armor just because the color's a little bit nicer than this one. And then for myself, I got this and found plum as the coloring because I couldn't find any more purple. So we've gone for a plum look instead, simply because I couldn't find purple. So I've got that, and I think that's alright. It's not... It's better than the default was for it, but it's... The thing I have discovered in this process is that no colour is what the colour says it is. What I have found is that the colours that match what they say they are, purple, orange, yellow, sea green, and this plum one, it's plum and blood red or something. Plum and blood, bloody plum, something like that. They're the ones that kind of match what they say they are. All the others I've tested, they don't match the colours they're described as. They might have a tiny bit of the colour that's said, like splashed somewhere hidden, but that's about it. Anyway, we're going to finally progress this. I spent a good 40 minutes trying to find good colours and things, but we're going to progress this. We're going to talk to Zevlor and get on with pushing this main part forward into the night time, I think.
Zevlor. By Delt's virtue. The Blade of Frontiers? What's happened, Will?
I paid the price of angering the wrong devil.
Believe me, I understand better than most.
A moment passes as Zevlor contemplates Will's words. He then turns his attentions to you.
A scout just reported. The goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet. I took a collection from all of us. It isn't much, but you've earned it.
You can keep your coin? I don't know how much coin it is. Could say thank you. I kind of want to get people's approval more than I want to get money, though, so I might tell him to keep his coin, because it might help.
Very good of you. Thank you.
No approval?
Will likely want to thank
Really?
you too, mind. He returned just a while ago. I believe he's catching up with Korga. As for us... No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us.
Yeah? Oh, we don't have a continue button. It actually gives... We'll go there right away. We'll see you there. Oh, sweet. Okay. Yeah, no one gave me approval for not taking the money. Oh, Will is a folk hero as well. Okay. Interesting. Well...
We're ready to head to your camp. Are you?
Yes. Let's go.
Excellent. Lead the way.
Have a drink.
I'm fine.
Loosen up, Icaron.
No, an owlbear.
Okay, let's talk to everyone. I know I did last time, but we've got some new people now. We didn't have Karlach last time round.
Would you look at this place? All these people happy because of us.
Well,
It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible. And with good potations, too.
Are you enjoying yourself? I think I've drummed up enough courage to tell you how much I like you. What?
Fuck yes. I'm celebrating my freedom, and our friendship, and these folks' bright future besides. All I need now is a fire-retardant lover to get lost in till sunrise.
Did you have parties like this in Avernus?
Not so much. You spend the whole time avoiding swords and schemes. Plus, people just get nastier as the night wears on. I tried to make friends at first. Learned my lesson fast. Better to keep to yourself in hell.
Fair enough. Enjoy yourself tonight, Karlak.
You too, soldier. Enjoy yourself tonight. You've earned it.
No
Might have a word.
improvement in approval there?
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy.
Prisma, you should join them. Have a pint or two. Do I need to? All I need to do is not roll a 1. There we go.
Perhaps it'll make the evening more tolerable. This party's a bit more bearable, thanks to that pint.
Okay. We have Withers here. What do you have to say about the party?
Spins along as it should.
Okay.
Dost thou require a new
Oh no, I don't need any of that. Thank you though. We got this person over here is Will.
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone.
Are you alright? What exactly do you think you're doing skulking out here? Get your ass back to the party.
No. I'm deeply proud of you. A touch less so of myself.
Right.
In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. I'm a devil. I love the people from the Grove, but I unsettle them deep down, as I seem to unsettle everyone nowadays. You don't want a devil at your party. Claws will pop the balloons, you see. And the sweet cakes don't taste half as good as raw eggs with this blasted forked tongue.
As good as raw eggs. You just have some fetching horns. No. Come on, you're exaggerating. Not that much has changed. Sorry it has you feeling rough tonight. I'm more inclined to do one of these two. Not that much has changed.
I'll be fine. Seeing you has cheered me more than you can know. But, off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music.
Okay. Can't tell why you really... Can't you tell why it would... Oh, no, that's... Wish you were there, but I'll respect your need for peace. Yeah.
Some time alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to my old self. Promise. Still, it's a night to remember. You've made sure of that.
Okay.
Have a laugh. Make some noise. I'll be my charming self before you know it.
Okay. Well... what have we got over here? Who are you?
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and homes.
I'm glad you're happy. Roland.
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland?
Hush you, and behold! Adoring applause? You're too kind.
I am, yes.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
Okay, well...
An adoring crowd, fine wine. I dare say this place is almost civilized.
I saw the magic show. No, I'm surprised you're still here. I thought you'd be halfway to Baldur's Gate by now. I didn't think Party Beneath the Stars was your idea of fun. Take it you're happy you stayed to help.
Not at all. But perhaps Leah had a point. What is the point in blades and spells if we don't use them? Though we won't need either soon. As Leroican's apprentice, I'll take care of everything.
Okay. Where'd my dog go? I saw the dog briefly. It was bounding around. Hello, dog? Scratch? There you are, buddy. Oh, I've still got talk to animals cast on. We're going to go for the dog first. You got all these new people.
I like these people. They're joyful. It's contagious.
I thought the dog might be happy.
You came through for us. That's a change from most adults I know.
That sounded dangerously close to a compliment.
And that sounds like the wine drowning your wits. Go on, enjoy yourself. I've squirreled away a few extra bottles. When the barrel's tapped out, I'll be there to save the night. For a price, of course. Go on, enjoy yourself. But if any of them sleep past noon, they're getting left behind.
Okay. What else have we got? Anyone in here? Nope. Okay. That'll get occupied eventually, surely. Okay, who else have we got? Elfira? Oh, you're the muse!
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you.
Well, that's...
But I need an angle. Any ideas?
How about Courage classic song material? Have you seen this? Bonnie? It'd be a crime not to sing about it. Honestly, I'd rather you didn't. If I hear my name in a song, your life is forfeit. I'm thinking one of these two then. I don't know. Let's go with... let's go with a more humorous take.
One raunchy ballad coming up. Your song was coming along. Then things began spinning. Worry not. I shall return to it at first light.
Cool. Then we have... Let's see. Oh! Hello, Lucressa.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
Okay. We're going to talk to... you.
Are Roland and Leah actually getting along? I know you cut down
There's
a
a
horde
floating
of goblins,
mug.
but this is far more impressive.
Look at them. How happy they are. We did that.
How about the three of you? Having fun?
Yeah. Don't tell Roland, but his magic show might be the highlight. He's been doing them since we were little. He'll make it big in Baldur's Gate. I know it. Cheers to a night we won't remember.
Okay. These two?
I need to dance.
No. No, I need to lie down.
You are so incredibly drunk.
Lie down. Then dance.
Sherry! That's infernal for cheers. Or possibly turnip.
Come on, Al.
Do devils even grow turnips? Can't all be souls and flesh of the damned. Do devils even grow?
Okay, so that's a repeat. Okay, we're going to... I think if I'm looking at any of these people as a potential romance and this night sort of begins those, I think we're looking at Shadowheart. I might change my mind later, if there is a chance to, I don't know, but so far she's the best option.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for?
I don't know. Refugees?
Desperate people. Refugees. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd.
Not so odd, we did the right thing.
That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong. Share a bottle with me?
Yeah. Just a bottle?
It's quite a bottle. I liberated one of the finer vintages earlier. Best enjoyed someplace private, I think.
I'd be glad to.
We should wait a little while. Until the others have drifted off.
Oh, not keen on sharing with the others? I'll find you after everyone's turned in for the night.
Best not keep me waiting. I'd prefer not to entertain myself.
Okay.
Don't forget our little agreement. As soon as things quiet down here...
Okay. Well. Asterion?
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it. This is awful.
Really? Saving lives is awful? You did a good thing. Suck it up and enjoy yourself.
Enjoy myself? There's a worm in my brain. I'm surrounded by idiots, and all I've got to drink is wine that tastes like vinegar.
Relax, your problems will still be there in the morning. True. Take his bottle and try the wine.
It's a heavy, rich red, dry and sharp.
See what I mean? Awful. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask?
What's your idea of fun?
What the hell's... Sex. Passion. Fun. It's easy for some. You and Shadowheart seem to have a connection. It looks very sweet. Not what I'd call passionate or interesting, but sweet.
Feeling jealous, are you?
No, my love. You and Shadowheart can get up to whatever you want. It means nothing to me.
Okay.
But you go ahead. Have fun.
Right.
If you're looking for another shot, I'm afraid you've missed it.
Right. Okay.
Go on. The others will kill me if I keep you all to myself.
Okay, Lae'zel.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Neogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades, yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness.
What?
A pity for us you have promised your knight to the half-elf. I've no doubt she will satisfy your tastes for endless conversation.
You might still persuade me. No. I'm grateful for your aid. You really are a gifted warrior.
Vlaakith demands of me no less. If only I might lay claim to my proper trophy. Come morning, you will wonder. You will wonder how my lips might have tasted, how my fingers on your skin might have felt.
She's very
but
forward.
Do enjoy yourself this night. I intend to myself. Astarion looks particularly tempting.
Go for it. He's certainly interested in going for it.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
Okay, Halsin.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow.
I thought you, there's other things new. But I'd like to get you to take your own advice, why don't you? Go on, mingle a little.
Later, perhaps. Don't worry about me. A night under the stars amidst nature's creation is just what I need after being locked up in the goblin's dungeon. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
Okay, and then over here we got, I think, Gale's the last one.
Beautiful night, don't you think? Nothing like a brush with destruction to make one appreciate the majesty of the celestial canvas. It's a view I would once have shared with my companion, though definitely unaccompanied by such revelry. She preferred it when we were alone, curled up before a crackling hearth with some ancient, esoteric tome between us. Ink glinting in the firelight.
Sounds fun. Are you talking about your cat?
Oh, not everyone is comfortable being alone with their thoughts. Though I never felt alone with a book in my hand, or with her for company. I speak of Tara, my Tresson, assistant, my constant companion through all the ills and tribulations my hubris has thrust upon me. She'd be most impressed by our efforts saving these tieflings. Proud, even. And I've given her little to be proud of recently, after I was afflicted with my condition, and locked myself in my tower for an entire year. I was inconsolable, wallowing in my self-inflicted tragedy. I gave enough of myself, but Tara never did. It was her encouragement, her research that led me to my treatment. Once we knew that magically infused items were the key, she went out to find them for me. She saved my life.
What happened?
After so long being cared for by someone else, it feels good to have repaid the favor. Not directly to Tara, but to these poor tieflings. I'm sure she would approve.
She must have been very smart to have done all that.
Smart does her a disservice. She's a fine wizard in her own right, though somewhat held back by her lack of opposable thumbs. You remind me of her somewhat. There's a steeliness in you.
Is it a cat?
Unwavering tenacity, even in the face of, to be frank, quite dire odds. Wish you were here for me to make a formal introduction. But I would never ask her to undertake such a journey. She's safer at home. Besides, she was always telling me I needed to spread my wings, so to speak. Find mortal friends instead of hanging onto Mistra's coattails. So that's what I'm doing. I hope.
Is she a cat? So I remind you of your pet. How romantic. What if she doesn't... no. Bad luck on that front. I'm actually a nymph in disguise.
Very funny. But as we all know, nymphs are sticklers when it comes to their bathing routines. You, my friend, haven't been near a fresh spring in a 10-day or more. Not that I don't appreciate your musk. Actually rather like it. Well, it seems as good a time as any for me to stop babbling on.
Don't stop now. What else do you like about me? I can't really say I share the same opinion of you. No, that's a little insulting. If this is an attempt at flirting, you should stop. I'm not interested. Usually more erudite? I'm intrigued by this line.
Were I to recite that list, I fear we'd be here at dusk tomorrow. Many things, I assure you. But a conversation better saved for another time. With my condition as volatile as it is, I fear any undue excitement may tip it over the edge, so to speak. Go! Indulge in the frivolities. They're good for the heart. And mine will be all the lighter to see you enjoying yourself.
Okay. Well, I think that's speaking to everyone. So what, do we go to bed now? Is that how we progress it?
Don't forget our little agreement. As soon as things quiet down here...
How do we get things to quiet down?
Frightful and fierce. That's more like it. How many goblins did we kill? 10? Let's make it 20. That's my girl.
Can we go over there? No, I don't think so. Okay, I guess we click to go to... I'm gonna save it just in case that I'm wrong and we miss out on something.
Yes! The buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. Though you seek repose, you needn't spend the night alone. There is one who yearns for you in the dark. Who will you seek?
While away the night, fascinating way, Gale. No, we're going to...
Your heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
You made it. Come here. Sit with me.
What did you have in mind besides the bottle, that is? Wouldn't dream of missing it. Did you think I wouldn't show? I wouldn't dream of missing it.
So eager. I'm surprised it took you this long. Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions?
To us, to friendship, to victory, to survival, to friendship.
Right. Friendship. Very well, have it your way.
Oh, no. Hang on. No. I misunderstood. I thought we were just... I don't know why I thought that was disconnected from the rest of it. Apparently I'm not that good with this. Okay. I thought that was... For some reason, I thought that was disconnected. I should have said to us, because then it wouldn't be disconnected. Don't try and separate and go, ooh, options to choose. That's not the case all the time. Sometimes it's just, do you want to continue this scene, or do you think this is something less than it seems to be? That's where it got to, I think. So, let's try again.
The buzz of celebration. There is one who yearns for you. Your heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
Okay. Let's try again. Make it a better choice.
You made it. Come here. Sit with me.
Because I'm very bad in these situations, clearly.
So eager. I'm surprised it took you this long. Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions?
I guess to us.
Bold. What does us entail? I suppose I'll find out. To us.
There we go.
Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you.
Okay. Githyanki, share some memories from your youth. The fight to survive. Prove yourself. You first. Persuasion. No, I'm happy to share. Something about me. I'm surprised you care.
Whatever I said about your kind before, trust I'll never accuse you of being boring. Don't stop now. Not just as things are getting interesting.
Persuasion. Your turn, I insist. A little give, a little take is only fair. Guidance. Okay, and I'm gonna... 8 to 11. That means as long as we roll a 2, we should be fine. Yeah, we kicked it.
Don't laugh, but I'm not quite sure I have anything to share. When you worship Shard, secrecy is everything. We'll sacrifice our own memories when ordered to. A lot of the little things, they're lost to me right now.
Okay. Do you think your memories will ever come back? Wrong. You like awkwards and can't swim. You told me once.
I did. And you remembered. You're sweet. There's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us.
Okay. Well, that was very sweet.
Nearly light. The others will be awake soon.
The others can wait. I don't want this to end just yet. Look into her eyes. Let's do that.
What?
Checking for signs of criomorphosis.
I know. But you're sweet to notice. Thank you for last night.
I hope there'll be more to come. Sure.
Me too.
She trails off. You read an invitation in her eyes.
Okay. You know, if you want something, I think you should take it. One of these two. Let's go with that.
That didn't hurt, did it?
Why would it hurt? No, far from it.
Good to know. For the future. Let's head back. If we must.
Okay. Well, that was very sweet.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
I suppose it was too much to hope we were going to be cured here and now. To Moonrise, then.
What's so dangerous about it? Moonrise Towers it is then, but I'd better make haste. I was expecting more from you than a lead towards some distant dangerous prospect. That's it? Just go to this place? What's so dangerous about it?
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls.
Githyanki, there must be another way to cure myself. My kin have dealt with these parasites before.
By all means, pursue any leads you may have. But I sense all roads will lead to Moonrise. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. I must see for myself.
Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches
Well,
if they
I had
retrieved a
2
relic
ways
called
down
the
there.
Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse.
Okay. I found a hidden entrance in the Temple of Selûne. But the Underdark sounds like the safer route. The way is clear.
Already? If only I'd gone with you instead of Aradin. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel.
Okay.
I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned.
Okay. You want to come to Moonrise as well? Why? No, what about the Grove?
I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her.
Okay. What about one of the others? Wrath, perhaps? Couldn't Nettie take over?
Wrath has promise, but he has a ways to go yet. He wasn't able to stop Korga by himself. The Grove needs experience and a strong hand.
Okay.
The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence.
Won't this cause resentment? It sounds like the Grove will be in good hands then. No, we should be,
Resentment will spring up like mushrooms no matter what I do. You cannot please everyone, and you'd be a fool to try.
Okay.
Now, we've quite the journey ahead. Best get started.
Well, we've saved the refugees, and now I guess we can talk to people again here. We've got Halson. Is he over in here? Is that who ends up over there? Maybe. I don't see him elsewhere. Anyway, let's look around and chat to people. We got Karlak.
What?
You still don't really like me, so let's leave you alone.
And move.
All's well, I hope.
Of course, unless something's the matter. I wanted to talk to you about that night we spent together. Both are good options. Unless something's the matter?
No. I just wanted to see how you felt after the night we spent together. When we talked and kissed.
That night meant a lot to me, and I hope there's a lot more to come. Perhaps we got carried away. Nope. It was a mistake. Nope. So you first, or...
I hope so too. Though I'm not sure what kind of courtship we'll be afforded, given all that we're facing. But if you want to see where this goes, I do as well.
Okay. You seemed intrigued when Halson mentioned the Dark Justiciars before.
Wouldn't you be in my place? If there's even the slightest chance that Shah worshippers remain within our reach, we should try and find them.
I
Even
understand.
if they're all long gone, and that seems quite likely from what we know, who knows what they may have left behind for us to use? My people are nothing if not resourceful.
Okay.
As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a Dark Justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a Dark Justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness.
This
It's
sounds
all I ever wanted.
very cult-like.
I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior.
Yeah,
head
you've
of
told
Lady
me
Shah's
this.
enclave in Baldur's Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable.
Okay. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, do you think she'll ever?
I don't know.
I know we've been through this before.
Perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baldur's Gate. Hope has little place amongst Lady Shah's children. It's an illusion, a distraction. But for this, I hope my time will yet come.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing. Yeah, you and we share something special, I think. I want to talk about
Very
it.
serious of you. But go ahead.
Okay. Admit it, you've never had a relationship quite like this one, have you? How are you faring?
Always good when I'm with you. Fine. What's on your mind?
How am I holding up?
Quite splendidly, to give credit where it's due. You and I have shared some good times together, and it seems we have plenty in common.
Okay, turn to other matters. Right, so we look at your approval now. We're now at good.
Defender of the people.
We're at good with Will as well. It's easy with Will because he has the same thing for approval that we have as our character because we're both the same. We're both folk heroes. It's difficult with everyone else. Okay, let's see who else there is to talk to.
Need something?
Nope. Nope.
Let's get
I
going.
used the wrong character.
Time to press ahead.
Need something?
Nope, I think I'm
I have
good.
something to ask.
Yes, kin. Speak.
Oh, you're wearing a stupid hat again. You said you were going to share your bunk with Asterion?
So I did, and he served his use. Most enthusiastically, I might add. I may even avail myself of his talents again, should he keep his fangs off my flesh.
Well, good for you. Oh, there's Halson.
Oakfather's blessings to you.
What do you have to say? How much do you know about the
I
parasite?
studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say.
The shadow curse you spoke of, surely it can't be that
It's
bad.
had the whole region around Moonrise Towers in a chokehold of darkness and despair for years now. Those who remained are shadow cursed. If you don't die at their hands, then you become one of them. We have to get to Moonrise, but the less time we spend in its blighted surrounds, the better.
Okay. What about this secret stronghold in the Underdark? You must know more.
Precious little. But I'm quite certain it can still be found.
Why do you want to go to Moonrise Towers?
Those illithid creatures threaten the natural order. It's my duty to do what I can to stop them. There's also the Shadow Curse. It's an affront and must be cleansed. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thorm and his Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. If I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse, just as you find a cure for your infection.
Seems like you feel responsible for this dark shadow curse somehow.
Well, there's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility with. Few who witnessed the fall of Moonrise still draw breath. What Ketheric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I must do what I can. I studied the Shadow Curse for years, but to truly understand it and stop it, I must reach its source.
Okay. Do you know how the shadow curse can be
Perhaps,
stopped?
but we'll need to get closer before I can put my theory into practice. Put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse, then there will be more to be said.
Okay. Is that why you went with Aradin? You thought you might find this route to Moonrise?
Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something about both the Shadow Curse and Ceremorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aradin and his band. We didn't even get close.
At the celebration with the tieflings before, I hope I didn't come over too strong, got caught up in the moment. What do you mean? How are you faring out here at the camp?
Wonderfully. If I'm honest, the grove was too comfortable for my tastes. I felt removed from nature. I'll miss my books, but I can find all the wisdom they contain out here, firsthand.
Well, if there's anything I can do to make you less comfortable... What? That's a weird thing to say. At the celebration, nope. You'll find plenty of books before long. I keep coming across them everywhere.
Is that so? Well, nature does abhor waste. I will keep watch, thank you. I had a feeling time in your company would prove fruitful.
Okay. Let's leave it at that. Cool. Will.
Well met.
Leave you alone for now. Let's go talk to Gale.
Tell me, what can I do for you?
Well, it's sounding like nothing. Okay, I think that's everything here then for now. Yeah, seems to be. Okay. Well, next episode, we're going to go down to the Underdark. And we're going to go check that out. Because that seems like a good plan. I will probably change out my party a little bit for the Underdark. I think Asterion's a good choice. I think bringing Karlak's still a good choice. We could go to the Underdark. We could also try and chase down the Kresh. But I think we're going to do the Underdark, because we found that underneath the Goblin hideout a while ago, and I'm intrigued as to what's down there. We never really tried it, and I'd like to try journeying through it. There's still more on the map we could check out as well. I'm not really sure the order we should do things, but I think we should attack the Underdark next episode. So we'll do that, but have a good one. Be kind to yourself, be kind to each other, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.